Hi, this video tutorial will be on how to use a manual mode. That means we will not use automat to regenerate the edges of the image because, for example, the images are too bad quality or is some kind of the scratch on the paper which we just scan it and is not going well for the automatic edge generation, which normally shouldn't happen, but we have option to just do that manually, and I will show you how to do that now. Okay. Let's load, of course, some picture into our background, and let's pick up some pretty bad. Okay. As you see, this image itself is not very big. It's 350 millimeters by the 350 pixels, not millimeters, sorry. But as you see, there is a lot of artifacts on the JPEG. The colors didn't looking well. There is some points around that image, and there is a lot of steps because the image is stretched very big at this moment to a full size of the window. Of course, when the image is very small, it's looking okay, but when we're going to a closer look on it, we can see there is a plenty of steps by the pixels, and that cannot be regenerated even by my algorithm. It will not be a very nice lines, yeah. But we want something from that image to cut it very well. Okay, let's, for example, show how the automatic algorithm will go. And as you see, even on the start, it's not generating it well, yeah, because there is some defects. We can force the image setting to go in a grayscale and just change the colors negative, yeah. This option didn't show you, but there is you can just turn the colors up and down. And let's try to compute now. Let's try to generate, and at this moment we have a bit better results, but you still see there is a plenty of sharp edges steps. Even if I change the setting, it's not looking well. I mean, yes, we can use the automatic algorithm to generate the edges, but it will not give us a very good effects. But because this image is very small, okay, let's throw it out. Load the same picture, okay, here. Alright, how to do that manually? We're going into image setting, switching a grayscale and switching a color clipping. We're making the image almost disappear in a shadow, and we're starting manually creating the lines which will just describe the edges of the image. We can use add point, which adding a points. Okay, we can create add line with just adding a single lines. We can add a line path, which could be used in some very straight images, but normally it's just to keep a continuation of points, lines, things like that. Okay, I'll just undo that, and we can create a single Beziers, for example, like that. But these Beziers just start and stop, and then we will need to do a lot to just connect them, but I will show how to do that. Yeah, at this moment I just create a one Bezier, and I just create here another Bezier. Okay, I just messed it up. Yes. Let's fix that what I messed up. Because I put the start and then I just did a double click in one point, it generated a Bezier which have just one point. That means start stop in the same point, and the control points was exactly the same point. But anyway, we can clearly see these two Beziers not touching each other, and when we go into a CAM algorithm, it shows us as a red line. Red line will means the algorithm will connect them automatically, but the line will go, the wire will go first to the top, to the next, to the back, and then will go exactly the same way back. This means this is just a line. This is not a loop. To generate a green, it needs to be a loop. That means we normally want to regenerate this whole shape of this picture here as a one singular loop which starts and ends in the same point. Okay, to connect them, we will use just a simple drag option. I'm dragging the pixel of that. When I click again, I'm dragging both of them. That means at this moment these beziers are connected because the start and the end of the first and the second bezier are in the same point. Okay, and we can of course continue doing that and create another bezier from here to here. Again, these points are not connected, and we can generate another bezier from here to there and try to regenerate the shape of that, and so on as we just connect all of them. Okay, all right, but that will be a pretty no, just delete them, tedious work. When we can, I will left that first too, and delete just this two. Okay, create add bezier path. That will be the easiest option to start with. We're just starting creating a path of our beziers, which automatically our next bezier will be connected to the previous one. When we just click right click, it's just stopping editing first one, and it's starting drawing another one. Okay, and now we'll just use the option to close the loops. As we know there is a points which are not connected here and there. Okay, this one are connected. I will just show you these two are looking from here, they are connected, but they are not. When I go to Acam, it's still red. I can use the merge edge points, click, and it automatically connect them in the middle of that, between the 2 points. That option is available in our Cam settings. Okay, that means this one is at this moment green. I will spare you showing how I will do rest of them. I will just this moment pause the video recording, and I will start it when I just finish doing that. Okay, I almost finished roughly regenerating the image. I just left the eye of the monster. Let's do that now. Okay, we have almost all regenerated. Now when I just go to CAM, I see only these two are full loops. These ones are not closed, and the algorithm showing me which points, by these red points, are not connected. I can just use an option which is available only in a CAM module. Just merge points, and I just click on them. And these two close points which I click on, they are automatically connected. And when the line changing the color from the red to the green, it's automatically generated as a full loop. Okay, I will leave that one as a red just to show something. When I go to calculate wire path, the algorithm calculating the all connections for me. Okay, and at this moment it's looking like, yeah, it's fine. Let's switch the background and start the simulation. And now when we move into all details, we can see now the red line, how it's generated, is cut twice. See, all the green lines are cut on one direction, and the wire leave that line, and it never coming back to it, only to the jump points, it coming back exactly through the same space. That red line here was generated twice. Of course, the cut might look okay, but the major thing with a wire cutter is to avoid as much as possible of the double cuts, as mean double passes of the wire in the same space of the material. Okay, as mean when the simulation stops, that's it. We can go to edit, and we can see clearly this points wasn't connected. All of them are connected. Go back to the CAM, merge edge points, done. Everything is now green. We can save this project and go back to it later. We can of course edit it as everything else, and the picture which we generated, as we can see, in a Beziers. Okay, it's just a few of them comparing to what algorithm will generate. It will take a bit more time to do that manually, but the result of that manual is really fine Beziers, and the result on the cutting of the material, which look much better than the automatic generator from a very low quality, because when we switch on, when we just compare, we can see this is almost perfect what we want to achieve, and the automatic algorithm, because of the very poor quality of the picture, it didn't give us that possibility. Okay, that's mean what we're doing, we're just saving that as a fish, and now that's safe in an internal format of the program. It could be loaded later, could be modified, but that's simple how that works. Okay, that will be about the manual.